I close my eyes, something inside me begins to move, as if the silence has touched a hidden switch. I cannot hear during the day. Thoughts step forward, wearing their familiar faces. Some carry the future, some carry the past, and some carry only the question why. I still believe that somewhere ahead of me, my real life is waiting. One voice says you could make more of yourself. Another reminds me that time will not stand still. One keeps count of everything unfinished, another of everything still missing. And though none of them knows where we are actually trying to go, they speak as if they have held the map all along for years. I have followed their directions and called it reason. Strange how difficult it has become to simply be here. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not in a better version of myself, but right here, without improving anything, without achieving anything, without turning this moment into a staircase leading to another one. Maybe I believed for too long that peace was a destination, a place beyond the task, beyond the doubts, beyond the answers. Yet every time I arrive there, anew there appears, and a new reason not to stop. Yet as if my mind moves the finish line the moment I reach it. And at some point in the middle of all those voices, another question appears, very quietly, almost too quiet to hear. What if nothing is missing? What if this moment does not need to be repaired? What if the restlessness is not here because something is wrong, but because I have forgotten how to trust a moment that asks nothing of me? Maybe I do not need to know how everything will unfold. Maybe I do not need to prove that I am using my time the right way. Maybe I do not need to think every thought to its conclusion, or carry every worry all the way to the end, or control every possibility until there is nothing left uncertain. Maybe some things are allowed to remain unresolved, because the voices do not disappear. They never have, even today. They are still sitting here with their list, their warnings, their plans for the future. But for the first time, they do not have to take me with them. For the first time, a thought can simply be a thought. And suddenly I realize that my whole life I have been waiting for a moment when I would finally be allowed to let go. When everything is finished, when everything is understood, when everything is certain, when I am finally enough. But that moment was never in the future. It was sitting beside me all along, quietly unremarkable, patient, without demands, without conditions, waiting for me.